Hey there guys, aarava here. Welcome back to my Project Cars career mode on the PS4 with live commentary. We're back with episode number 3 here today, and after a thrilling episode number 2, not going to spoil what happened in it if you haven't seen it, and if you haven't, then do so now. Pause the video, go check it out on my channel. It was an awesome episode, and after the results of episode 2, we have now finished that little championship. That was only a 2-round championship. We're moving on to the next championship, which is again, I think, a 2-round one. Because if we go to it, we see round 1 of 2, and this round is at Catalonia. So Barcelona, you know, we just had the Spanish Grand Prix last weekend for the Formula 1, and now we're going to Catalonia for this Euro trophy. So it looks like we've been upgraded from just the UK Championship to now we're competing against European Formula Rookie drivers. So that's going to be a bit more of a challenge, I'm guessing, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously, the usual stuff, 52% distance, so 15-minute practice session, and I think around, you know, 7-ish lap race or something like that, depending on the length. We've got 90 difficulty for the AI, so we're going to go straight in to qualifying and see how we do. Okay guys, we're going out for our qualifying routine, just gone green, and it's the beginning of the session. We're going out here for the Catalonia circuit. This is not the actual full Grand Prix circuit, it's the second smallest one, 11 turns. There's a smaller one, I believe, which is like 7 turns, but this is the 11-turn one for Formula Rookie. Obviously, these are not the fastest cars, so it's going to be long enough with 11 turns around here at Catalonia. Just take it nice and easy on this out lap to warm up the tyres. But yeah, so the usual routine is that's, you know, this out lap, and then the second lap will just be another warm up lap, and then the third one will hopefully be the fast one. Obviously, last time out, I'll just say it anyway now and spoil the result, because if you haven't seen that episode yet, it's been long enough into the video for me to say it now. It took us quite a bit of time to get that pole position at Snetterton last time in qualifying. It took us like 5 laps because our lap kept on getting invalidated. But hopefully it won't take as long. But we're here at Catalonia. As you can see, we're in the cockpit cam once more. Actually, I just thought, you know what, let's go cockpit, and through practice I actually felt really comfy with cockpit, so I think for this entire episode we'll be going with cockpit. I've adjusted the FOV so I'm a bit further, the view is a bit further back in the cockpit, because the default is a bit too far forward for my liking. So we are going to be in cockpit for the whole episode. If you don't like it, then do tell me in the comments, but I felt okay in practice. I mean, at Snetterton it was a bit harder in cockpit. Here at Catalonia, for, I don't know, just, I guess maybe it's because it's a more familiar circuit. I'm a lot more comfortable with going cockpit, and actually I really don't mind at all. And after adjusting the FOV as well, it's a lot easier to see more, because I've adjusted the FOV, so it's a lot, the FOV is bigger, so I can see more of the circuit. So this will be another warm-up lap, so I guess we'll just go through this warm-up lap, and I guess I'll just cut to when we go on our fast lap. Okay, we're coming through to the end of the kind of warm-up lap, just to say, and now we're going to go on to our fast lap now in qualifying. Let's see where this gets us. Also, if you haven't noticed already, I've turned off the guideline. Catalonia, more of a familiar circuit, so I turned it off. A few of you did want it off, even though I really don't. Personally, I don't have any issue putting guideline. I really couldn't care less about turning it on. But I feel more comfy here, so just to please those weirdos who want it off completely, then I'll turn it off. But here we are on our fast lap into the first turn nicely, second gear corner. Keep tight here because we have to go to the right hand side of the circuit straight away. Cut the apex quite nicely. Set fastest sector so far. That's a pretty good sign. Let's see if we can keep it together for the rest of the lap. Went a little bit deep there, a little bit deep. Oh, we're getting held up a little bit. Oh, getting held up quite a lot. Oh my god, he's still there. What an idiot. Dude, seriously. Guy on my right is an absolute dickhead. Third place at the moment. I'm going to continue on my lap. because that one was a little bit ruined in the third sector. Got past that guy. Hopefully I can get a clean run now. Let's go. Here we come through. Second fastest lap. What will it be? We're in P5 at the moment. Pole position. 1:18.844. Get in. Oh, that feels good. That was a good lap. I was really hooked up, especially in the second sector. Felt amazing. All right, that's pole. We're going to go back to the pits and see what's what. So guys, we skipped to the end of the session and we stayed in pole position and we beat second man by 1.361 seconds, which is absolutely crazy because remember this AI is on 90, so I don't know, maybe we need to bump it up to 100, the hardest AI possible. Remember, I've got all assists off now, literally all assists off with no guideline on this one. Hardest handling model, all the hardest stuff, and we're 90 AI. I don't know, maybe we could bump it up to 100, we'll have full on the hardest setting you can get on this game, I don't know, but yeah, I'm feeling really good. It looks like I'm better at Project Cars, at least in Formula Rookie, than I am on F1 like 2014. It looks like I can definitely take it to the AI with everything off and with them at the hardest difficulty. It's really looking good. I'm really, really chuffed. That lap really felt hooked up, especially in that second sector. Let's go to race 1. Okay, here we are, race 1, 5 laps here, we're on pole position. Can we convert it to a win? That would be awesome to start off the Euro Trophy. And we're off green. Got to a good start. Looks like we got to a storming start. I literally just clicked upshift at the very right time. Into the first corner, no harm done. Actually went one gear higher. But we lead the pack away. Coming to the end of lap 1 and look at the lead we have on the mini-map. Absolutely awesome. What's the gap gonna be? Hopefully Jim tells me. Alright, didn't tell me the gap. Did give me a little nice compliment. Into the first corner, second gear. Oh god, ooh, it snapped on me a little bit in the rear. You can see that on the steering wheel. But yeah, I am actually really liking cockpit at the moment in Catalonia, at least at Catalonia. It was a lot harder to do cockpit at Snetterton, but here at Catalonia, yeah, I'm really liking it. And also on the note of, while we're talking about cockpit cam and whatnot, definitely guys, for other cars, when we get up further in the career mode, it definitely won't be, like, it definitely will be a no-brainer to do cockpit. It's just for Formula cars, you know, sometimes the T-cam is a lot easier for me to do and a lot more pleasurable to drive. But things like the GT3 cars, which I've tried out, you pretty much have to go cockpit. There's no other way to it, otherwise you're just going to lose time. It's actually you know, beneficial to be in cockpit so you can see what's going on your wheel. But things like Formula cars, it's maybe a little bit debatable race to race. But definitely, if you guys, you know, if you're out there and you're one of the ones who really want cockpit all the time, and then don't worry, once we get further up in the career mode into other series, there will be some cars, some kind of tiers of motorsport where, you know, cockpit is the no-brainer option. Okay guys, we're on lap 4 right now at the moment. As you can see, we've got quite a demanding lead. And so this poses a few questions about, shall we go to 100 AI? Because if we do, that means, you know, at the circuits where I'm running no guideline, we're completely no assists and the hardest AI we can manage. The hardest AI you can do on the game. So that will be a debate. Tell me what you guys think. But also take into account, I personally also think that it might just be because we're at Catalonia, and that's a very, you know, familiar circuit for me. I think any sort of circuits where it's part of the F1 calendar, I think I'll be a lot better against the AI than other tracks like Snetterton and Alton Park, where I'm having to learn it for the first time, not knowing any of the corners whatsoever. Whereas some of these corners, you know, they're on the Grand Prix circuit for the Spanish Grand Prix. But that's a little debate, so tell me in the comments what you guys think. I definitely want this career mode to be a lot more interactive than my F1 ones have, just because of the nature of the game. It's a completely different game. We've got, oh my god, we made a horrible mistake there. Come on, first gear. Ooh, jeez. We're under threat now. The rear axle snapped an absolute treat there as I went down to second. But hopefully we'll keep the lead. But yeah, as I was about to say, you know, it's a very different game. You've got so many different kind of options to go for career mode in terms of which tier do you go to next, in terms of the motorsport class in the same tier. You know, in the same tier you've got Formula A, GT3, LMP2 and stuff like that. So it's a much more diverse game. So I feel like the series itself should be a lot more diverse, and I think open to you guys controlling a little bit of it in terms of how we run things. But here we go. Little bit of a scare on that second last lap. But we're going to come through to win the first race of the Euro Trophy in Formula Rookie. That is awesome. Great start to the championship.
Great start to the championship. Full points, maximum score. Well done.
There we have it. First P1 in the Euro Trophy. First race here at Catalonia. That was fun. A bit scary at the very end. We nearly lost it with the spin at the turn one, but we managed to save it. And yeah, we've got the home win, got the pole, fastest lap I think as well. So perfect weekend so far. Let's see if we can make it another good one in race 2. Okay, guys, race number 2 is here. We're starting P3, overcast conditions at the moment, so that's going to be a bit trickier, different, because it's been sunny so far, so that may change in terms of just spotting the braking points and whatnot. But third place, so a lot of you guys were saying in episode 1, and, you know, that the qualifying is determined by, like, reverse grid, but I actually think, and a few of you were saying a different thing, which was, it's determined by your second fastest quali lap, and so this suggests that that is true, because we went pretty. I think we went third basically for our first quali lap, which was the second fastest one we did, and then we went fastest. So P3, race 2, it's on. We can definitely get the win from P3. Here we go, P3. There we are. We can definitely win this race, guys. Come on, going green. Okay, reaction time, I guess. P1's had a horrible start. P2 and P3 myself have had a good start. And we're into P1 already. Oh, we got P... Oh, God, we're getting sandwiched a little bit. Down to P2. I don't know if he's on my inside. I'm not sure. Just going to leave the room. Right, who is this? Martin in P1 right now. I've finally found the place to have their names overhead. Makes it a lot easier to commentate live. A little wide there through that part. Ooh, he's gone very slowly in there. Got a good exit. Going to keep tight. Pulling away a little bit. Hopefully the slipstream works. Yep. Here we go. I'm going to go for it. Keep tight on the apex. Don't know if he's still there. Gonna have to give him room. And it looks like we got it. We've got first place now, guys. 5 laps to go. 7-lap race. Let's just control it from here like we did the first race. Already pulled a gap for him. This is definitely my groove. This circuit and this car, I'm really feeling connected. Definitely. To be completely honest with you guys, I think personally, I don't know about you guys, so a few of you did agree with me in the previous episodes. I think I'm doing some of my best driving right now on this game compared to the F1 games. I mean, this game's more challenging to drive. It's meant to be more realistic. I'm running no assists at all at the moment on the second hardest difficulty we can do on the AI, 90, because it goes from 90 to 100. And we're doing really well. So my only conclusion is that this game just suits me, I think. And I'm driving really well. I think I'm driving better than I have on any F1 race I've done in the past month or so. And I think a big factor is it's just something new. This game's something new. It's refreshing, and also the feedback from the wheel is something I've never experienced on any Codemasters F1 game. The force feedback, I'm telling you guys, if you don't have a wheel, if you're serious about maybe upping your game a little bit and you are playing this game a lot, seriously, I do recommend investing in a wheel. This Thrustmaster 2500 I've got going on right now with the F1 rim on PS4, just you can feel the actual weight of the car. Like on F1 2014, you just can't feel any weight at all. Whereas on this game, I can feel the weight of the car. I can feel when I'm about to lose it, like just there. I had to do a little snap because on the curb, the wheel gave me a bit of feedback that I was losing it. It's just so pleasurable to drive. And I know that not every single car on this game is going to be the same way, because already a lot of people have been reporting, and I myself agree with this. I've driven the Formula A car. The Formula A car really just feels a little bit fake, because obviously they couldn't do Formula 1. They had to go kind of like a in-between F1 2011 or something like that, F1 2012, and it's basically like a made-up car, and it just feels a bit loose, a bit weird. But, you know, I think most of the cars on this game feel very realistic in terms of just the weight, and it makes sense. Like on a GT3 car, you can feel there's a little more weight and a little less kind of zigzag, like darting handling like in a Formula car. That's enough banging on about how I'm finding the game at the moment. Let's just get on 3 more laps really, including this one, to go. Sun's coming out, sun's going down a little bit, and the circuit's looking lovely. Let's just bring this home. Oh! No, no. Jesus. On the last lap. Oh, no. Being pushed wide. I've been pushed wide. Oh, I finally made a mistake. And it's maybe going to cost me the win. Or not. Oh my! The car's been destroyed. Oh my god. Okay, unfortunately guys, we had to retire that race. 16th place then. That's a little annoying, but you know what, we can take positives away that we were really in the groove And if it wasn't for that little mistake there, I think it was just a little lapse in concentration, maybe getting a bit too comfy after we had like 3 laps of nothing really happening. So that's maybe something lesson to learn for the next one. But we did get 1 race win this weekend, so that's really good. Let's continue and just see where we stand in the championship now. So that's the finishing positions. Here we get 3 bonus points now for qualifying fastest lap in both races, so that's pretty good. And that means in the overall standings, we are 6th place at the moment. So that's really not too bad, because I think if we go out, I don't know what the next race will be, what circuit it will be at, but if we go out and get another win and a good solid finishing position in the second race as well, then I think we could still try and win this Euro Trophy champion. So we got a few emails from our team owner, Don. So obviously he's congratulating us for the qualifying and for the first win, and then after that, DNF, he wants a team debrief, so we're going to have to talk things through. I think it's just my bad, made a mistake, and then, well, then I'm going to blame the AI. I'm going to blame the AI because, you know, I had the move down the inside. If he, you know, if it was an intelligent AI, he would have seen that I was there on the inside, wouldn't have cut back onto his normal racing line, and we wouldn't have had that spectacular crash, but these things happen. I think we can still win the Euro Championship if we do well in the next circuit. But guys, if you did enjoy that episode, then do leave a massive like. Comment below on what you thought and all that stuff I discussed during the races. Let me know what you think about that. If you're new around here, then do subscribe for more Project Cars career mode on the PS4 with live commentary, and also F1 2015 on the next-gen platforms when it comes out in June, and more news, hopefully, that we'll be hearing from Codemasters soon. But yeah, I've been Aarava. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.